Rare arrowheads have become the Fabergé eggs of the houseplant community. Molt deliciosi. No, I'm just fucking around. Hi, I'm Alice. This is Plant Slut. Thanks for clicking on the video. I just discovered how to change the width of the zigzag stitch on my sewing machine that I've had for over 5 years. So today's gonna be a good day. I've moved some shit around from the last, from part 1 of the tour. But it's just on the floor. I know where everything is. And yeah, let's just get started because it could be a long one. Hi, bye. Okie dokie, so we started here last time. They were plants. Now they're down here temporarily. So we're gonna move over here. Again, oh no, I didn't say again because last time I didn't have a grow light. But this is just an LED shot plate. I didn't have any wire for a while, so that is a strappy thing. The current humidity is 77%. It is 19 degrees. Humidifier hasn't been on for a few days. I'll just move synopsis pictures, which we saw last time. Oh, and if you haven't seen the first part, that'll be in the card above that begonia. Okay, oh wait, let go. Okay, this is a random cane type begonia. I stole it from TAFE. It's spotty and it will not focus no matter what I do. But that's a new leaf. That is some strange thing that always happens to it, this sort of grey browniness. I don't know what to do about it. Tried cutting off leaves before. That doesn't help, it just comes back. Grew her from a really small cutting for months. She just sort of sat under the soil doing fuck all. Then behind her we have got an out of focus Ficus religiosa. It dropped all of its leaves when I got it, and it grew a bunch back, especially down here. Just focus, that's nice. But yeah, it hasn't done a lot of growing since it grew all of its leaves back, but that's fair enough. Then we've got Thaumatophyllum xanadu. Yeah, it's a species. Who knew? Not a cultivar. I am working on getting her a thick trunk. I take all the babies that show up and I just rip them off. Been doing that for a year or more. And now she has 2 heads, which is fun. Sometimes I like to torture plants, sometimes I like to just leave them to do their thing. She's got some nice aerial roots. This is one that I like to torture, just cause. We have got Hoya fucking lacunosa. She probably needs a drink. But yeah, she came in with a bit of slug damage, which is weird. Does she have any cool veining? No, she doesn't. But I think she has a peduncle on her somewhere. Like an old one. Got a little piece of Tillandsia. No, fuck. Shut up. Tradescantia Zebrina, or whatever you want to call it. Then we've got a little baby peace lily. This is Spathophyllum Sensation, which is like the big one. So I'm growing it from a baby. That is Schefflera elegantissima. Not much to write home about. She grows leaves. I enjoy them. This is Philodendron bipenni. I got her from like a dud section, like a planty sale thing. That's one of her original leaves, and everything else pretty much I grew. I did have her on a pole for a while, but I didn't love how that looked because I'd seen them in baskets, and I was like, I wanted it to drape a bit. So I cut her all down, gave some pieces away, and now she's a mess. But yeah, lots of growth in there. Ugh. Let's see. Where's some new growth? There's a little bit of new growth down in there. Yeah, there's bits all over the place. I just shoved them back in. This is Monstera deliciosa that my friend grew from a seed. She has a new leaf in there that I had not noticed yet. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. She had, I think, like 3 leaves, and my friend gave her to me, and she's grown really fast, like into a fenestrated plant, which is cool. Then we've got Thaumatophyllum bipenni, who needs more light, or less. No, she definitely needs more. I don't think it's a nutrient thing because she gets her nutrients. Again, I grew her from like a stem chunk about that long, and she's done really well. She's got this amazing aerial root, which I love. It's just, I swear, like 2 days ago it wasn't off the table, but now it is, so that's cool. That is mold, which likes to grow on the mosquito bits because they are bits of corn. And then this is Eupomatia laurina, I think. I can't remember. She doesn't have a tag. I think it's laurina. She's got some glossy new growth. It's like a native guava, basically. And okay, well that's yucky. But she does actually get like some nice, golly, what do you call it? Motherfucking, I guess, like light stress. The pigmentation is the word. Like, and she has a sort of reddy purple color, which I'm not sure if that's good for her, but she does it sometimes if you give her enough light. And that is a methy. Clerodendron, is it thomsoniae or is it, it'll be down below, but it's something. She gets really pretty flowers. They call it a bleeding heart vine, and I'm like, you know, sad, so I got it. She's supposed to have really big leaves, and it looks like she is finally getting some bigger leaves with some nice, what do you call that, corrugation. Okay, and then we've got a little piece of Tradescantia Zebrina. Okay, then we're gonna move back over here to this side. Hi. Got some alocasias over here. I'm just sort of conscious of the time, but I'll try and try to make this shorter. But I definitely want to move these alocasias to somewhere a bit lighter. Because it looks fine now, like that guy's getting some direct light, but most of the time, hey look, no pants. There we go. You can see he's starting to yellow, and I wonder if like transport sort of shocked them into dormancy. So I'm just sort of conscious about, you know, whether it's that they need more light or whether they are just going to go into dormancy. But this is an Alocasia. It's supposed to be a green dragon. But this leaf was super silvery, and I was like, maybe it's just a silver dragon, but it's like a, you know, a seed thing or whatever. There's actually 2 little plants in there. But yeah, still quite pretty. But if it is a silver dragon, I'll probably give it away because I've got one. This is a tassel fern. I think it's a Phlegmaria or Hypersia. I don't actually know. It wasn't sold with a name. It was just like Borneo soft water tassel fern, which I've tried googling and haven't found any actual name. But he's cool. He's not like, you know, a flowering plant. He's not even a fern. He's actually a lycopod, which is like a separate sort of group of plants, more related to like ferns, sort of. No, not ferns, what am I saying? Mosses and liverworts. You don't have down in, where'd it go? Here, so he's got a sort of raised section of bumps. I think he wants to fuck, but I'm not sure. This is Hoya Focus linearis. She has done some good growth. So these 2 or 3 leaves. That tip, stop touching it. Over this side, oh, she's lost a leaf, but she was doing some good growth over there. Probably knocked her. Again, bit of mold, but she's not like, none of the ones with mold are actually that wet. They're just moldy for fun. Then we've got Alocasia Zebrina in self-watering. That guy's also in self-watering. I do self-watering with like orchid bark because I think that Leica is ugly. We've got Alocasia Silver Dragon. We've got Pilea mollis. We've got Hoya serpens, which again has been a good grower. I've heard that he was like supposed to be difficult, but like from here up is new growth. He did grow in this thingy here, but I think that's dried off. And then behind them we've got a fern, which is a Microsorum species. It's the kangaroo paw fern. I think we're going to stop there. Have a great day. We're going to do under the shelf next. And then we'll go over here.